Picture this. A clueless American who can't pronounce Spanish.
I've been saying it wrong the entire time.
Surrounded by hooded figures. Confronted with some of the most striking and confounding imagery I've ever seen.
I want to slap your face.
Asking the question, just because something looks Catholic, does that mean it pleases God? And then suddenly finding myself forced to reckon with my own way of life.
I'm gonna have to go to confession.
That's me, here in Spain, during Semana Santa, Holy Week.
Discover Tradition is a travel show that uncovers Catholic traditions all around the world. Through the eyes of Austin Peck, an actor and Catholic convert, meet the people who keep these extraordinary traditions alive. If you're like me, you feel beaten down by this relentless news cycle. Maybe like your hope hangs like a thread. So we need to remember why we go to Mass. Not just the logical reasons, we need our enthusiasm back. And I think tradition is the answer. Why? If faith is a flame, then tradition is the fireplace. Because in tradition, the flame of every saint, every church teaching, and the Mass of the ages burns brightly. It doesn't just preserve faith, it sets hearts on fire. That's why we made the Latin Mass trilogy, and that's why we're making Discover Tradition, to bring Catholic tradition to the world through media so that the world is moved to love Jesus. We see a world that is lost, on the brink of destruction. Marriages crumbling, the souls of our children at risk, and the church herself is bleeding. For every 100 Catholics who join, 840 leave. How do we reach the multitudes who have left? How do we reach the millions of Catholics who have forgotten their identity? We go to where they are. Millions have left the church, but literally billions consume media every day. Our books, podcasts, and text threads, they're just not enough to bring those cold hearts back. Books are for students and scholars. Debates and podcasts, they struggle to change minds. But motion pictures go directly to the heart. That's not just coming from a director like myself. Pope Pius XI wrote an encyclical, an authoritative document on movies and TV. What does he teach? Nothing moves the world as powerfully as motion pictures. Here's what he says. They speak not to individuals, but to multitudes, and arouse unusual enthusiasm for the good. Pius XII also wrote an encyclical on movies and TV, and he calls this power an enchantment, a commanding influence. That's how Mass of the Ages brought the Latin Mass to millions of people who have never experienced it before. And that's how Discover Tradition is going to bring Catholic tradition to a world that's forgotten it. So imagine a television show that brings the stunning traditions of our faith right into your living room. Something your family can watch together with full episodes every few months. Imagine the quality of a Netflix travel show, but with the depth that you have come to expect from us. The premiere episode of Discover Tradition, Semana Santa, comes out on December 12th, the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. But first, only to those who give at discovertradition.org. Eventually, we will make this series available for free online for anyone, but the reality is it's impossible to make a series like this without funding. AI content can be made with a prompt, but real shows and real people costs real money. Just like we did 5 years ago for the original Mass of the Ages campaign, we're raising $77,700 to fund the next episode of Discover Tradition. And we also need an associate producer to give so we can raise a total of $100,000 for one episode. We have plans to make dozens of episodes in new countries and discover traditions that will take your breath away. But if we don't hit our goal in 30 days, this series is over as soon as it began. Don't let that happen. Don't let the church forget its identity. Don't let these traditions fade away. Give and bring Catholic tradition to the world.